Welcome back. You're watching Solent Tonight. Our top stories this Thursday evening. Police name man killed in remote farmhouse fire as 24-year-old David Ward from Worthing. And a boost for tourism as 3 island beaches are awarded a prestigious blue flag for cleanliness and facilities. Sport, and only 3 days to go now before the Isle of Wight dispatches a team of talented young sportsmen and women to compete abroad in the World Island Youth Games. More than 30 are travelling to the French island of Corsica in the Mediterranean, along with teams from more than 20 other islands across the world. The Isle of Wight is represented in 5 sports. Already this week we've seen some of the team members for sailing and swimming. They're sports that the Isle of Wight has competed in before at the Games. Tonight, Solent TV speaks to the Isle of Wight's tennis team, who are making their Games debut. The 4 players have been in training at Rydemead Tennis Club.
I think that any competition for young people these days, any chance to take part in sport where they meet people from different lifestyles, different cultures, different countries even, has got to have such a valuable advantage for these children. These children meet other people, they play in other countries, in other climates, on other courts even. This is the first time that these 4 young people will play on clay courts, which are very different to the normal courts we play here on the island. So therefore they're getting valuable experience in sport.
It's fun, you get a lot of joy out of it, but it's very frustrating at the same time. So,
what are the most frustrating things about playing tennis for you?
Just really, when you get wound up, you just kind of get a bit annoyed and just all stiff, and you can't really play it properly because you're not going with the flow.
And what's your temper like on court? Are you a bit of a John McEnroe?
Sometimes. Yes. Yeah, sometimes. I've cracked a few rackets. 1 actually. Yeah. And occasionally, bad language. Sometimes.
Well, I'm a bit nervous about the competition because there's, I think there's 17 different islands, and so it's going to be a lot of variety.
And you're going to be playing on clay. What's that been like for you so far?
Well, I've only actually played in it once. We went to Basingstoke to play on the centre court there, and it was very different. It was a lot slower. Well, it's just the timing when you get to the ball is a lot different, and sometimes it bounces different as well. So you just have to keep in mind all the time, which can affect the way you play otherwise. But yeah, you sort of get used to it after a while.
Yeah, I quite like clay actually because you seem to be able to do more with the ball, and it's more about planning like what you're going to do rather than short, like just big hitting.
To hit with more topspin so it will go in, because you can't hit as hard because it will go out more, and to mix your shots up because to get the rally shorter, otherwise we'll get worn out by the heat and everything.
They don't have anything to prove. What we do want to come out of this is with a really good team spirit, that they're going into the Games with the right ethos, selecting them to play tennis, to represent the island, to do their very best, to enjoy it, and if they move up the rankings and win games and win competitions, that is an added bonus.
Football and clubs across the island are celebrating the end of the season tonight. The Isle of Wight Football Association is holding its annual general meeting at Calsport's Westwood Park ground. Local FA officials are presenting silverware to this season's successful clubs. They include Shanklin First Team, who retained the Division 1 title along with the Memorial Cup here on Bank Holiday Monday earlier this month. Shanklin Reserves have already collected the Junior A Cup this season. The Division 2 title went to St Helens Blue Star, celebrating here at Ryde Rowing Club. Rookley are savouring a double helping of success. George Phillipson's team won the Division 3 title after lifting the Isle of Wight Junior B Cup, which was Rookley's first trophy for 29 years. West Wight Reserves took the Combination 1 title on the last day of the season with a 2-1 victory at Ryde Saints. The Reserves' glory compensating for their first team's defeat to Shanklin in the Division 1 title race. And Bryston Reserves are the unbeaten champions of Combination 2. They won 16 of their 18 games this season. It's congratulations to 6-year-old Eve Scutchings from Cowes. Eve decided to name the newest miniature Shetland addition to Brickfield's horse country, Knick Knack. And out of the dozens of entries we had, the people at Brickfield liked it the most. So congratulations to you. You win a free day pass for your whole family to visit Knick Knack. And thank you, of course, to everyone else that entered the competition. It's Thursday and time to take a look at some of the activities taking place on the island. If you're looking for something to do, going out or what's on, there could be something for you in the guide.
Shakespeare's comedy Twelfth Night is being performed by the Apollo Players at their theatre in Pyle Street, Newport, tonight, tomorrow and Saturday. Also next week from Wednesday until Saturday at 7:30 p.m. nightly. The venue at Ryde Theatre is very busy this weekend with the Chancers tomorrow evening, T-Rex to see, which is a T-Rex tribute band, on Saturday, and Rick Butler with Bruce Foxton from The Jam on Sunday, all at 7:30 p.m. Similarly busy is Medina Theatre with the Dead Ringer from Hell, a Meatloaf tribute, tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Another Isle of Wight Music Centre Spring Concert on Saturday at 7 p.m. and the Royal Marines Association Concert Band on Sunday afternoon at 2:45 p.m. Shawwell Methodist Church invite you to join their chapel anniversary in the Flower Festival, also celebration of the 300th birthday of Charles Wesley on Saturday and Sunday. The chapel is open from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. on Saturday and 1 till 4:30 p.m. on Sunday, when there will be a Songs of Praise service. And finally, Acoustic Originals, a songwriting showcase, is at the Key Arts Centre in Newport next Monday at 7:30 p.m.
Our weekly discussion show Extra Extra is on right after the news, discussing the issues that matter to you. Paul Topping is on standby in the Extra Extra studios to give us more information on this week's panel. Paul.
Thanks, Chris. On this week's panel, we have Councillor Barry Abraham from the ruling Conservative administration at County Hall, Independent Councillor Barbara Foster, and representing the Middle England Party is Paul St John Martin. And finally, the leader of the Liberal Democrat Party, that's Councillor Henry Adams. We're talking anti-social hotlines, tackling booze misuse, and the latest weapon in waste disposal. We're talking gasification. And of course, we'll have your questions to the panel. It's a great show, and it's here on Solent TV right after Solent Tonight. We'll see you in a few minutes.
And if you're watching a later version of the news this evening, you can see that programme when it's repeated tomorrow and on Saturday. Finally tonight, 3 teenagers from the island have won the chance to perform to a crowd of 50,000 at this year's Isle of Wight Festival. Musicians Joe Staunton, James Gear and Harry Christensen are a trio of 14 and 15-year-olds behind the band Sinez. The group beat over 30 other bands in the White Noise competition to win the chance to play on the same stage as the Rolling Stones on the Sunday morning of this year's Isle of Wight Festival at Seaclose Park in June. The band gave us their reaction to winning a place on the famous stage.
Pretty nervous.
Yeah, it's only like our third
proper
gig, really, isn't
yeah,
it?
It'll be like our fourth gig. It should be very scary. I was in a band ages ago with some other people, and James wanted to play the bass, so we sort of got in on that for a little bit, and then I met Harry at the Summer Rock School here, and I asked Harry whether he wanted to play the drums for us, and we got together in October, and we've been practicing and writing songs since then.
Well done to them, and that's the way things look across the island this evening. We're back, of course, tomorrow from 7 with more news direct from our Newport studios. In the meantime, if you'd like to contact us, you can. Phone us on 0871 50 80 188, email news@solent.tv or text us on 81333, making sure you put the letters TV at the beginning of your message. Don't forget, you can also keep up to date with all the island news by logging onto our website, solent.tv. From there, you can watch programmes you may have missed, comment on stories and get all the news to your mobile phone by visiting solenttv.mobi. Let's recap tonight's top story. Detectives have named a man killed in a house fire on Tuesday morning as 24-year-old David Ward from Worthing in West Sussex. The man had been working on the island as a contractor and had been staying in temporary accommodation on a farm between Godshill and Chale. More details surrounding the fire have since emerged after the blaze claimed Mr Ward's life on Tuesday morning. A spokesperson for the police said it's believed Mr Ward was trying to escape the fire at the remote farmhouse but was found dead in the kitchen of the property by emergency services shortly after 9 a.m. That's it from all of us on the team here this evening and from me. Bye-bye.